Okay guys, let's get started. Hopefully I won't cough. Okay, so 2014 was for me, I guess, the year of mixed media. And I already mentioned gesso in my previous video because for me gesso is really a must. But then I have a couple of other products that I use a lot, and those are texture paste, aka molding paste, modeling paste. It's all kind of the same thing. And matte gel or gel medium or matte medium. And this is the Ranger brand, the texture paste, and this just adds texture to your pages, and I use it with stencils 95% of the time. And I got this in a Hip Kit Club add-on, and for October I think it was, and I really like it. It's very firm and easy to work with, and just looks great on cardstock and pattern paper. I think because it's so firm, you know, it doesn't buckle. Sometimes when you add a lot of texture paste, it can really warp your paper, but this one warps it less. I'm not sure why. It's just, I really like it. The thing is, and I have used it a lot, and I'm kind of, I guess, halfway through it, so there's still a lot here. But I think this is a great option if you want to try out texture paste. The thing is, this one I got at my local art supply store, and I think this one probably cost me 2 or 3 times what this costs, and it's a little bit more in the size. So I would say definitely, you know, start from something like this. I also prefer it when the texture paste comes in a jar as opposed to a tube. Yeah, I don't have it right now, but when it comes in a tube like this, there it is. This was the first one that I got, and it's really annoying because you never know how much you'll need, and then you can't really put it back so easily. So I would say start with a little jar, and then if you see that you use it a lot, go to your local art supply store and get yourself a big jar. You can also move it to the smaller one if it's easier for you to use. And gel medium. Gel medium can do a ton of stuff. I use it on my pages mostly as a resist, and for that I like the heavy gel medium because it will hold its shape, because I mostly use it through stencils. So excuse me. So it really depends for what you want to use it. If you want to use it like to seal things and yeah, like glue papers, then I would suggest going for the liquid medium. But we're talking about my favorites now, so this one is the one I used a lot on my layouts this year. This is the Liquitex brand. Mixed media goodness. Watercolors. I love watercolors. I use them all the time. I have a lot of different kinds, and as a scrapbooker, if I had to choose only one to use, I would go for the Peerless watercolors. And if I could choose one package, I would go for the Joanne palette colors. It has 15 colors, and it has a great assortment of bright colors. So if you know my style a bit, you know I really love color and bright colors, and if you want to try these out, I would recommend this package. There are different packages. I made a video separate about Peerless watercolors, so I don't want to go into it much. But the advantages for scrapbookers are, first of all, this is excellent quality and the price is very reasonable for what you get, in my opinion. The colors are super bright. As I said, the quality is great. There's a lot of pigment here, and pigment is, in general, in art media, you know, paints, acrylics, whatever, pigment is the sign of quality. Pigment is the expensive ingredient, and you know, student grade products have less pigment and artist grade have more pigment, and these watercolors are just full of pigment. And another advantage for the scrapbooker, you need very little water to use them. And I think for us, when we use mostly pattern paper and cardstock, this is a really good advantage. It's like really, really nice that we don't need a lot of water. So that would be my choice, and I've used them on everything this year. Probably another thing I would highly recommend, which you don't have to go and buy especially, is some packaging. I use this all the time on a million types of layouts that I did this year with every medium I have, mists and inks and everything. I put them on packaging and then I apply the paint like that to my page. So for me, this is a must-have. Excuse me. Another fun mixed media product, another must is a water brush. For me, it's a must because it's like super easy to use, and also there's a very good control of the amount of water, and these are perfect with the Peerless watercolors. I'm not sure which brand this one is, but there are a few different brands. I think Ranger makes one also. So, next thing that I used a lot this year are gelatos. And I have many videos where I use the gelatos, and I also made 2 tutorials. I just want to say a few quick words. They come in 2 sizes. This is the small one, this is the big one, obviously. These are sold separately, like single colors, you can buy them. And then there are all kinds of different packages. I got the big package that has, I don't know, 20 something colors. But if you want to try them and you like bright colors, there is one package called the, what's it called? Something tropical, I think. And it has these 4 colors. I'm pretty sure this is the pink that comes with it. And these colors are fabulous, and they are fabulous together. And when you mix them, they make really, really great colors. So, you know, this would be like a good starter set. But you can do so much with them, and the best thing about them is the colors. The colors are super, like really, really great. So, that is that. Let's hope they're not distracting. And while we're on the subject of color, my favorite inks for this year, this was a very, very, very difficult choice, but I went with what I used the most and not necessarily like my favorite colors. I mean, I love these colors, but there are like a lot of other ones that I love also. Anyway, I'm talking too much. I just noticed that these inks seem to work with many, many, many of my layouts. And this one is the Hero Arts Shadow Ink in Pale Tomato, which is this beautiful kind of pinkish red. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color, and it works on so many layouts for some reason. So I used it a lot this year. And the other one is Pigment Ink from Avery Elle. This is a dye ink. Pigment Ink from Avery Elle, and the shade is Sea Glass, and it's kind of the perfect aqua. I had a bit of a dilemma if I should go for aqua or for mint, but I used this one more. So yeah, I think Avery L, I love their inks and their colors are really, really great. I had two other colors that were kind of the number 3 and the number 4, and I decided to try and focus. But if you want to try out some pigment inks, I would suggest checking out the Avery L ones because their colors are fabulous. And that leads me to stamps or mists? Stamps or mists? Let's go to the mists for just a second. This year was also the year of the mist. I love mists. I have a ton of them, and yeah, it was very, very hard to choose, and different mists have different qualities, but I went again with the ones that I used the most, and these are the Lindy Stamp Gang sprays, and these are the flat Fabios, so they are just color with no shimmer, and they are gorgeous. And this one is Hibiscus Rose, and it's a gorgeous kind of bright pink. I love this color, and I used it a lot. I think the bottle is kind of half empty, so great color. I usually suggest, I mean, for me pink is like basic, but if you're starting out, I would always suggest to start with basics, neutrals, that type of thing, because you can use them on everything. And this is a soft gray color that is really beautiful. It's called I'm Late Slate, and yeah, it's just a beautiful light, a little bit warm gray, gorgeous. And of course now I went for the mint. This spray is different than these ones. These aren't as completely translucent, you can see it, and this one is a little bit opaque. So it will show like better on darker color cardstock or pattern paper. And the shade is Merci Beaucoup Mint, and it's beautiful. Let me see if I can find the sample here. Of course you should do these things ahead, but this is it. And I really, really love it. It's just a beautiful shade of yeah, mint or aqua. It's not as green as some mints are. Okay, so these are my choices. It was very hard, very, very hard. And that leads me to stamps. And this year was the year of, should stop saying that, roller stamps. There are a lot of kinds of roller stamps. These are a few. These are from Glitz Designs, and they are great, and the great thing about them is I think you can get them, I got these for like super, super cheap. They were like 70% off or something. I don't know if they're still available, but if you can get your hands on them, go for it. But if I had to only use one set, these are from American Crafts. There are 2 sets, and if I had to choose one, they're both great. If I had to choose one, I would choose the big one. Super, super versatile. You have one with polka dots and one with simple stripes, basic shapes, work on everything. I have used them a lot. You can use, like, ink them with 2 different ink colors. You can ink them with paint, with mists. Fabulous for backgrounds, and I love them. You know, you could try and search for them. They are not like super, super new, so you might get a good deal on them, especially now with Black Friday or something. I think their full price was like $17 or something like that. Totally worth it. Excellent product. And another thing I use all the time is a date stamp, and there are all kinds. I like the ones that have, like, you know, little shapes. I use them all the time also. This one is Dear Lizzie. But, you know, you only need the date, and they're also great for texture. So I don't know which one I would choose. I like the Dear Lizzie one. This one is from Becky Higgins. It's also great. But there are all kinds of different ones, and yeah, there are also ones just with patterns or words. Oh, I had one somewhere. There we go. This one is Studio Calico, and it has like shapes and different phrases. If I had to get one, probably I would get, I guess, one that has the dates and the little, like little images. Yeah, I use these all the time. Very nice product. What else? Okay, so that was more, I guess, like media and inks and that type of thing. Oh, okay, stencils. I used a lot of stencils this year, and it was very, very, very hard to narrow it down. And where is, I had another one that I wanted to show. Maybe I shouldn't be so messy, and then I could find things easier. Okay, I had another Tim Holtz stencil. I should really do some editing. I mean, editing is good for videos, right? Right, there it is. Okay, sorry. So, stencils. I love this one for texture. It's awesome. It's called Speckles. It's from Tim Holtz, and I used it a lot. I just have a lot of stencils, so it's kind of hard to, you know, to narrow it down. But again, go for basics. This is a star stencil from My Favorite Things. It came with the October Hip Kit add-on, and I used it all the time. I think I used it on, I don't know how many layouts, but it's just, you know, simple and versatile. Another fun option is this set from Heidi Swapp, and I also got this actually in an add-on at Hip Kit Club. But you can probably find this, you know, at Michael's, and this is also, it's not brand new. It came out in the beginning of the year, I think, so you could probably find it for, I know Meaghan Russo, she got it for like 50% off, and you get a lot of options here. So this I would, you know, if you can only buy one, I would say go for something like this, because look how many options you get, and it's great images. And another stencil I use all the time is a 12 by 12 one that I should have prepared in advance. Maybe I'll find it later. It's from the Crafters workshop, and it's a 12 by 12 one. Wow, I'm doing a really bad job with this video. I'll try and find that one, but it's also really, really great. Okay, so now let's move on to some products. And my favorite collection this year was, drumroll, Studio Calico Lemon Lush. And this is probably all I have to show you from that collection. I'm sorry, I wanted to, I had a 6x6 paper pad, I had a few 12 by 12 papers, and a couple of the embellishments. I just thought the colors of this collection were gorgeous, and I just used pretty much every little bit of it that I had. I think 6x6 paper pads are a great way to enjoy a new collection, and you can stretch that paper pad, like really, you know, use some white cardstock, which is cheaper than pattern paper, and just get the 6x6 paper pad, and you can make so many layouts. So Lemon Lush Studio Calico, beautiful collection with beautiful, gorgeous colors like this Radiant Orchid, like this lovely, you know, purpley pink or pinkish purple, and it had also some lime in it and aquas, and just gorgeous, gorgeous collection. I would get the 6x6 paper pad, and they also had this chipboard hearts that I'm pretty sure I had a package, but I don't know, I must have misplaced it or used it up. They had these chipboard hearts that were just gorgeous. So I would get those two products from that collection. Another product that I really enjoyed this year are kind of little bits and pieces of embellishments. And there are, I would say probably Dear Lizzie and Maggie Holmes are the best ones when it comes to that type of little embellishments. I used a ton of bows this year. This one is from the new Maggie Holmes. The other ones I just went through them. Especially I like the little bows. The little bows are much easier to use for me than the big ones. And Maggie Holmes had in a previous collection a package that was only little bows from fabric, and I just finished that one. I'm not sure which collection it is. I will try to put links to my favorite products on a blog post. I just used it up and I love it. It brings another texture to the layout, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. So I would say bows from Maggie Holmes, and other like little, I love also epoxy stickers, but I really love puffy stickers. I love puffy stickers. I love puffy stickers. I think it probably has kind of this nostalgic effect on me. It reminds me of my childhood, and I'm really happy that I can play again with puffy stickers. These ones are from the Amy Tangerine +1 collection that came out in the beginning of the year, and I think I have 3 packages, and I love using them. These are great on my mixed media colorful pages because they add just a little something, and I love them. Other collections have them too. Dear Lizzie has them, and Amy Tan also had them in previous collections. I just really enjoyed this year the ones from +1. But yeah, any type of puffy stickers that you can get, go for it. They are awesome. Another thing that I really loved this year was vellum. And this year there were a lot of choices for vellum. I would say Crate Paper and Webster's Pages are my favorites. Webster's Pages have really been amazing this year with their collections of just beautiful images, and I think vellum is just such a great addition to any layout. I love it as a layering element. I just use it a lot, and this one is one of my favorites. It's from our Travels collection from Webster's Pages. It's like an older collection, but still from this year. It just has all these images of flowers and clouds. It's just gorgeous, and this is my second sheet. This one, they came out now for their like Christmas line, and again, beautiful. Crate Paper make these ephemera packs. They also make 12 by 12 vellums that are really beautiful, but this one is from the new Maggie Holmes collection, and basically I would recommend, especially if you have a tight budget, but not only that, get the ephemera packs from Crate Paper. There is so much stuff in their ephemera packs. It will last you a long time. It's just a really I think economical choice if you want these cute embellishments, but you don't want to spend like a ton of money. This one is the vellum package, and I mean there's just so much here. Yeah, it was hard to choose one, so yeah, just check out Crate Paper. But the vellum, I don't know, Webster's Pages really did it for me. Yes, scrapbooking supplies do it for me, totally. So, tough choice. Okay, Another thing that I want to mention, I should have put it with the stamps, is there are now a lot of these layering type of stamps. There are different companies that make them. My favorites are the Altenew stamps, and I have a few sets, so this one is like brand new, so I didn't use it yet, so it's a bit, yeah, maybe I shouldn't put it on my favorites for 2014, but I just think you can really stretch one set of these. I'm sorry, I'm trying to avoid the glare, but I think everything here has glare. You can layer these, and what I love about these type of stamps is that you can create your own backgrounds. You can match your colors to whatever pattern papers you want to use. You can make your own embellishments, you know, stamp a flower and then cut it out. I think these type of stamps are a great investment for a scrapbooker, you know, if you like that style, which I do. Okay, let's go on. I love thickers. I use thickers on most of my layouts, and what I really enjoyed this year, and I hope this trend doesn't go away, are word thickers, and especially like these foam ones, and I think those are the ones that I used. This one is the last piece I have left from the Amy Tan +1 foam thickers, like these word thickers, and I love that. I think it adds a great touch to every layout. It's an embellishment and a title, and you don't have to think about your title. It's just a great product. The latest one I got was this one from Open Book, the new Maggie Holmes collection, and that's also what I have left. I love these. I just can't like recommend them enough because I think they just add the perfect touch to every layout. And another favorite of mine this year when it comes to letter stickers, as I said, foam thickers are my favorite, and I really enjoyed this one. It was a crate paper set, and you know, tons of letters. I really like sets where I have a lot of vowels and, you know, I can really stretch them because stickers are expensive. So this one I liked from crate paper. This one I liked from Amy Tan, but this one I loved. This one is from Dear Lizzie, the Polka Dot Party collection. So it's an older collection. It came out last year, I think, but I used this on so many layouts, and I still have, like, you know, an A, a couple of E's, and a lot of other ones. And this color was perfect. It's like this mint color. I love these. You know, I should probably get some more, but I just have enough, you know, as it is. So, but these are super great. You can really stretch them. I don't like packages of thickers where you have, like, you know, 4 E's or something. I can use them on like one title and then I'm out of vowels. So I love these. Also the size. I love the size of these. So these were like really a favorite of mine for this year. And last but not least, rub-ons. Rub-ons also kind of a little bit exploded this year. Well, a little bit, you know. Not all rub-ons are created equal. I love rub-ons to add embellishments, and they are a great resist with, like, you know, watercolors and gelatos. Probably the Jenny Bolin are the best quality. I don't know how many of these products are available. I got this like on sale. This one is beautiful, like these silver feathers, and she has a couple of other designs. If you can get your hands on these, I would say, you know, grab them. They are amazing quality. Maggie Holmes and Dear Lizzie also came out with rub-ons. I love the Dear Lizzie images. I really, really, really love them. They're so whimsical and pretty. But I would suggest using them kind of immediately. I got these, I think, a few months ago, and when I came to use them, they don't transfer perfectly, which is a little bit disappointing. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. The Maggie Holmes ones are, the quality is also quite good, I would say. So that's it, I think. Well, that was long, wasn't it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me any comments if you have like questions or something. And yeah, have a great December. And don't forget to check out all the other fabulous women and their picks for 2014. So, bye!